know, I watched Fox was happening until I actually switched off Fox and just started hitting my news from other places, my information. That's when it's
Now, come on. What other places? Am I really just like something boring like OEM Newsmax, or are you talking about like Alex Jones? What are you talking about?
diversifying it. Diversifying the news.
Oh, and he's going away from Fox to the
I
left.
met my now husband in 2021. He is a black man, and he saw Trump
Uh-huh.
flag on my profile, and he was like, "Hey, could you replay for Hillary? I'd really love it if you would." And I did.
Oh, fuck. This is so embarrassing. Holy shit. This is gonna make people fucking mad. Not us, like other people.
And it was very interesting because I was terrified about how that was.
Oh, fuck.
And I read it, and it wasn't even as scary as I thought it was going to be. And they made me watch documentaries on January 6th, but I didn't even know what happened on January 6th prior.
This is what Chud's right like racial cuckold fantasies about. Like my beautiful ex-wife matched with a bowl on Hinge, and it's like, yeah, like forgiveness.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do it. Actually, like this is the stuff of nightmares.
You know?
That's the list.
There's people on documentaries. And I looked at it and I said, "That was that. Did it really happen?" And he was like, "Where have you been?" It's so hard for people. Because I said, it's not that you're dumb, you were fooled. And that's incredibly hard to admit.
Well, in states of algorithms,
Both.
is very efficacious.
First time, you were a fool.
It's very it's defined.
Second time, you were a fool.
But I
You were fooled.
cannot accept the idea
Third time, nah, you're fucking dumb.
reflective of you. We can do this thing with social sociology thing where we're like, well, nobody's actually morally at fault for anything they believe because everyone was just led to that conclusion via the circumstances of their life. Like, no Nazi is morally like responsible. We could do this for everything, right? Like, at the end of the day, we have to accept some degree of personal responsibility for the stuff we believe. Assuming you're an adult, if you're like a 14-year-old going into a cult, you guys could make exceptions. But like, again, you're all adults here. So we don't have to like go down the list and have we can blame you. And I don't buy the idea that a functioning person, a person with like a baseline level of political football, because that propaganda is retarded. It's like the Nigerian print skin. The reason those emails are so poorly worded, the reason there are so many typos, the reason it's so unbelievable, is because they're trying to cut through so much. I think fall for well practiced. They only want to talk about
What?
Did you get this
Otherwise, I have to
Batman?
figure it out later.
Yeah.
Now
You got the Batman spray?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, literally first second. Unfortunately, can't be part of the whole Guardians thing, which kind of sucks, but
Oh, really?
yeah.
When I began to wake up was during COVID. Because as a trained respiratory therapist with 5 children, mixed messaging was something like that.
I'm kind of upset that you ate like
because I was hearing
Why?
where the stop respiratory viruses when I very much knew that they
I wasn't
did.
thinking
Ms.
to
Delgado would be
myself.
forced to return to her work in respiratory therapy in 2022 when her husband contracted long COVID and could no longer work.
Did you buy these?
Like I was
You got
experiencing
these? Where'd you get them from? These are sweet.
Stop.
Oh, no, I know. I seen that. Thank you.
Same
Same
one.
one.
You know, downplaying
Yeah,
COVID only
Yeah,
for it to
sweet.
then hit us.
It's not easy to believe something firmly and then come to the conclusion it's just wrong.
Oh, I believe things factually that I now realize. Yes, yeah. But that was something that I just couldn't square.
Please.
It couldn't be wrong. I consider myself intelligent, knowledgeable. I don't. There was no way that I was wrong about it, and I held that belief for a long time. You know, I had believed that when Trump ran, that he would be somebody who would be different as an outsider. I think that
This guy especially stupid. You can also tell from his head shake. Sorry, no hate. A little bit of hate. Yeah, I don't know. Surefire side of intelligence, I can never be wrong. Look, I think everyone has. I guess, and it's the same stuff that I say about more perfect union. I really, really, really wish we could, peer into the veil a little bit, like read the open book with their minds. Has never once held any ground for people who are not in some way thankful. Like, the whole premise of Trump from day one has been he's uncovered by civility and will say it like it is, and the thing that it is right. Like from day one, one of the every election, main talking point, the main line.
So you were really then?
Yes.
Educated, and you thought Trump really was kind of like, and to be clear, Trump wasn't bad, not ideologically. Xenophobia, racism, tribalism, whatever. Ideologically, socially, about people. If that doesn't mean, like, yeah, okay, so he's not part of the insider deal. What pitches, like, the dream of having an outcast as the president really so valuable that you're okay with the bigotry? Like that's fine? I just wish they were more honest about why they supported it.
He was correct in pointing out a lot of the flaws of our political system. It just turned out, unfortunately,
Like what?
that he didn't try to solve those or remedy those ills that he exacerbated them.
Hearing you guys talk about it,
Sounds like you're talking and talking about. Right? But if the president of the state and it's honest, it's political ideology for community. Our species yearns.
it's not that they like Trump, it's that they hate the Dems. I promise you that I hate this. I hate the Dems more than all of these people put together. Because real hatred is people. You have to know something to hate. I
for communal existence. And when that is what provides
Oh my God, thank you.
we used to say we're not in the cult, the outside world is the cult, and we're not the crazies, the outside world is the cult. But it also teaches them to approach those other ones with empathy. What I
That's fine. That's good. That's fine. Keep it up.
because I was pissed that I fell for it. So I was just going all the time. But that's not really
I think that a very common like I think to take advantage of this situation. They should be stormed and mocked and socially outcast. And then they will stop. They will stop because they will realize that they are choosing lives of people and not engage ever again, even if it means fighting their time. But they can feel like it's saying any justification for the
voice that of concern, the caring voice.
But that wouldn't work either. It literally does. It actually does. For essentially every shift in social acceptability of bigotry over time, the way you tamp down bigotry is not by reaching out a hand and listening to the stories of people who are bigoted. You just if you crush them socially and you cut them off, if they explain themselves, fire them, you just ruin their lives. And eventually, they shut up. We already did this for racism. Back in the 1950s and early 1960s, say, over the course of a couple of decades, that was to be fairly commonplace. The point is you can ruin your life by expressing that sentiment. It works. Or at least for a while. It works. You just have to go through the process. It's not, I'm not trying to be like, it literally works. Like, that's, like, yeah, imagine in France after World War II, all of the Nazi sympathizers, the people who were, like, they were, like, on board with the justice and things. Imagine if after the Allies liberated France, all those people were, like, treated with kid gloves. Oh, I want to hear your story. Why weren't you okay with the Nazi armies invading France and occupying it and using it, like installing the puppet government and using it? Like, no, the Nazi sympathizers after the liberation of France were treated like dog shit, which they should have kind of word of. In some places in government, the bureaucrats were treated that way. But by and large, most of them were not treated. There's nothing wrong with those things. Socially necessary. Because I did it. It's part of what is really two outcomes that occur. The first is renouncing the lies, false approach doesn't work. People should listen to what scientists say about it. But it's not the point. Not actually the say how delusional they are, but cults, by and large, by lying to people, not like not this. They fall for algorithmic admittedly, but the pull of the movement is open bigotry. The premise behind MAGA is thinking that as the book are not oh, fuck. This might be like a area that no people that have access to the internet, like it's very possible they are not more than but the vast majority, and I mean the vast majority, of people who are making not he stands for racism, and people like Trump. That's the thing. They tell you that they were by the scheme song of like average opposition to these states. They are lying. They are lying. After the fall of the Third Reich, a bunch of Nazis were like, oh, well, I was just like excited by the reinvigoration of the country. They were lying. Because the real reason they were excited about Nazism was heavily tied to the fact that they believed the white rights, the supremacy of the race, the idea that Jews and the Germans their mission sounds like they were but they were adults made a conscious choice to join the movement. You know? All of these things that some reason that is called political but that does not mean that they are like actual members of the they are people. So yeah, you have to be like social stigma is what we're also yeah. Have you like you're like entirely motivated by spite. Like one of the things you notice about members of both by and large is that there's a kind of like culture that in turn a blind eye to you. They might not listen to you, but they think they're the safe one and not the safe one. Like if they're the bad beliefs, they think like, well, I'm collectively inside and they're the person because they're on the outside. Like there's like I'm part of the elevated group or whatever. But MAGA isn't always has been motivated by both positive hatred. They're the most sensitive people in the fucking world. They're awful. Have you talked to them? Have you argued with them? They're not like oh, yes, I've seen the light of MAGA, and one day you'll join us too. You're fucking awful. You're terrible people. You're incredibly, I mean, for lack of a less euthanized spirit, there's not like I agree that in a colloquial sense, MAGA is a cult, but I reject this line
Honda!
like they want that to be the narrative. Sort of like the KKK with the belief system, but it's more like a community like people in the KKK. You know why the KKK fell apart? Because of overwhelming social stigma.
All sorts of conspiracies of MAGA politics. And the second part of it is that someone who leads MAGA decides to build up rather than tear down democracy by making a continued case that we agree more than we disagree. You know, we're doing a billboard campaign right now across the country, and the message on the billboard is very simple, welcoming, and inviting, and it says, having doubts, you are not alone. And we have more people than ever.
Chad Walsh is trying to describe how to be with this incentivized bad behavior on a large scale. The thing is, you guys also have to be on all the small scale. You would have more luck changing the minds of your MAGA parents by saying, fuck off, I'm going no contact, you're a piece of shit, and you would like trying to like argue with them everything you really think is MAGA people, bad people, bad people, they suck. They're bad people, they're not right. They're motivated by entirely different things. They don't want to change things that disagree with them. They just want the world to be worse. They love art. They love being the victim. The best thing you can do is just make them suffer through your absence until they change.